Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Sandra, Mom.
I'm Ben, sir.
Great to see you. Ben, today you are 24 days clean. Yay! So, Ben, how are you feeling? And have you had temptations?
I'm feeling pretty good, you know. Days have been going pretty good, and temptation-wise, some days are easier than others, you know, like about a week or half a week ago. I was really tempted to do anything, you know. I've been having dreams of using. So when I woke up that morning, I really wanted to use, and I wanted to use whatever the hell I can get my hands on. So
what did you do when you had that feeling?
what I did was, first I called one of my supports, or my mom. I called my mom, and I was telling her that I really wanted to use, and I was just going moment by moment. You know how we say every minute, every second?
One day at a time?
1 day at a time. I was just going 1 second at a time. Every second was another second I stayed clean.
Amen.
So I was just trying to go as many seconds as possible clean, and then it turned to minutes, and then it turned to hours, but I was still going by seconds. You gotta think for every second, you know. It's easier to think 1 second than a minute or an hour, because you're just waiting, and you're like, it's gonna feel like forever.
You know what I love, Ben, that you just put meaning to it. 1 day at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 second at a time. You are living it, because what I'm hearing is you had the temptation, and you literally 1 second at a time, knowing that it's going to pass.
Now here I am. I'm not even tempted, really, you know, like,
and
I'm doing pretty good right now.
You know, when we were talking earlier, you were saying that you see it using as a waste of time.
Yeah, I see using as a waste of time now. There's no point in using, I find, anymore. I've used so much, like, I almost don't, like, you know, it's not the same. It doesn't feel the same as it used to. You know what I mean? And even if it did feel the same, it's still not good to do. But now that it doesn't feel the same, it's even more of a reason to not do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's great. And you were saying you just want a good life now.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's taking all those tools. And I know as Ben's mom, I am there to support him, and I love that you reached out and that you spoke to your counselor.
I was on my way to see my counselor that day too, so I was telling him as well that my temptation and whatever.
And that's great. So, you know, you were saying that you're even educating yourself. You did a webinar, and, you know.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I did this over the phone conference call thing with one of my counselors and a couple other people, and it was about like your thoughts and emotions, and like how to deal with it, how to label your emotions, what you're feeling, and I say you just need to embrace it. You don't hide it or push it away or try to pretend like it's not there. Your problems, you gotta embrace your problems and just accept them, you know. It's easier said than done. Obviously, it's easier said than done. It took a long time for me to get to this point where I'm at. But I've learned over the many years of this, that I just need to embrace it.
Accept it?
Accept it. You know, once you accept it, you can move on and realize, you know, you can work on it and just do whatever you need to. And, you know, life's good, you know. Life
is good. And, you know.
Like, one of my motivations is to stay clean, is to get my caries. Because I have my caries, and you have to be clean to get caries. If you're not clean, you're not going to get a carie for my methadone. So instead of going to the clinic or whatever every single day, I go 5 days out of the week instead of 7, because I go 6 times. I go to see the doctor, and then I get my script. I get 1 carie, so then the next day I don't have to go. And eventually I'm going to get another carie, so then 2 days I don't have to go. And it's kind of something to motivate me to
stay clean.
Want to stay clean. So then one day I can also get off of methadone too. And, you know, methadone's not a forever thing.
That's right.
You know, it's just to help you get off of it, and then you got to get off methadone eventually too, you know.
And it's really important because we're looking at methadone as a harm reduction, because it's keeping you away from the fent and stuff that can potentially kill you. Because one thing you were saying, that you were using so much that you weren't even getting a high from it.
Yeah.
And that to me is scary, just as a mom hearing that. Yeah. But that's the reality. And the reality is, now that you're on methadone, you are using that to...
using it like a crutch to kind of get me out of the using.
And while you're doing this, while you're using it as a crutch, you are working on yourself.
Yeah, I'm working on myself.
You know, like you said,
I'm learning to accept it. I'm learning to accept my fate and just kind of deal with my problems one problem at a time.
Embrace your feelings, accept them, and work through them. And that's where we're at. And Ben, I am so proud of you. I hope that you are starting to be proud of your successes.
Yeah.
You know, one day at a time. And that's where we're at. So 24 days. That's awesome. Yes. So let's keep that spirit to live, Ben. Let's keep it to let's keep that spirit to live, because that's what you want now. You want to live, and
I want to live a good life. You know, I'm tired of living the old run down, doing drugs all the time. You know, looking for my next fix, fiending and whatever, all that.
Amen.
Fun, not fun stuff. You know.
That's right. You got this. So thank you all for your support. Again, remember, where there is breath,
there's hope.
Amen. Take care, everybody.
Peace.